Hello everyone, welcome to my channel where I talk about personal finance. Today I'm going to talk about is a CD the safest investment vehicle? Let's get into the video. In the world of personal finance, the search for safe investments often leads individuals to explore different areas. Certificates of deposit, commonly known as CDs, often stand out as a choice for those seeking security combined with modest returns. However, the question remains, are CDs truly the safest investment vehicle? In this video, I look into the nature of CDs, their pros and cons, and their place in the spectrum of investment safety. Understanding certificates of deposit, which is better known as CDs, are financial instruments offered by banks and credit unions. They represent a time deposit, meaning that the investor commits to leaving a certain amount of funds with the financial institution for a specific period, known as the term or maturity period. In return, the investor receives a fixed interest rate, typically higher than that of a regular saving account, and guaranteed principal protection. CDs come in various terms, ranging from a few months to several years. Generally, the longer the term, the higher the interest rate offered. However, assessing funds before the maturity date often incurs penalties, which can eat into the returns or, in some cases, even dip into the principal. The safety of CDs. Let me take a closer look at the safety of CDs. Safety is primarily consideration for investors, especially those with a low tolerance for risk. When assessing the safety of CDs, several factors come into play. 1. FDIC insurance. In the United States, most CDs issued by banks are insured by the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation (FDIC) up to 250,000 per depositor per institution. This insurance provides a significant level of protection against the failure of the issuing bank, effectively safeguarding the investor's principal investment. 2. Fixed returns. Unlike other investment vehicles such as stocks or mutual funds, which are subject to market fluctuations, CDs offered fixed returns. This predictability ensures that investors know exactly what to expect in terms of interest income, regardless of economic condition. The third thing is principal protection. With CDs, investors are guaranteed the return of their principal investment at maturity, provided they adhere to the terms of the agreement. This feature adds another layer of safety, particularly for risk-averse individuals who prioritize capital preservation. Fourth, low default risk. Given that CDs are typically issued by banks or credit unions, the risk of default is relatively low compared to other investment options. However, it's essential to research the financial health and the stability of the issuing institution before investing. Fifth, Safety is inflation risk. While CDs offer protection against market volatility and default, they are not immune to inflation risk. Inflation can erode the purchasing power of returns generated by CDs, especially if the interest rate fails to keep pace with inflation rates over the investment period. Now, let's look at the pros and cons of investing in CDs. Before determining whether CDs are the safest investment vehicle, it's crucial to weigh the advantages and disadvantages. First, the pros. First pro is safety. As I mentioned earlier, CDs offer a high level of safety and security, making them an attractive option for conservative investors. Second pro is predictable returns. The fixed interest rates provided by CDs enable investors to anticipate their earnings with certainty, facilitating better financial planning. The third pro is diversification. CDs can complement a diversified investment portfolio by providing stability and balance, particularly during periods of market volatility. The fourth pro is ease of access. CDs are generally readily available through banks and credit unions, making them easily accessible to a wide range of investors. Now, the cons of investing in CDs: limited liquidity. Unlike some other investors, CDs often impose penalties for early withdrawal, restricting access to funds until the maturity date. Low returns. While CDs offer safety, they typically provide lower returns compared to riskier assets such as stocks or bonds, potentially leading to diminished long term growth. The third con is inflation risk. As I mentioned earlier, CDs may not keep pace with inflation, resulting in reduced purchasing power over time. The fourth cons of investing in CDs is opportunity cost. By tying up funds in a CD, investors forego the opportunity to allocate those funds to potentially higher yielding investments. Are CDs the safest investment vehicle? Given their FDIC insurance, principal protection, and fixed returns, CDs undoubtedly rank among the safest investment vehicles available. For risk adverse investors seeking stability and capital preservation, CDs offer an attractive option. However, it's essential to recognize that safety comes at a cost, namely lower returns and limited liquidity. Ultimately, whether CDs are the safest investment vehicle depends on an individual's financial goals, risk tolerance, and time horizon. While CDs may form a core component of a conservative investment strategy, they may not be suitable for everyone. Investors should carefully assess their objectives and consulting with a financial advisor before making investment decisions. In conclusion, I would say while CDs provide a secure haven for capital, they are just one piece of the broader investment landscape. By understanding their features, weighing their pros and cons, and aligning them with personal financial goals, investors can determine whether CDs are the safest investment vehicle for their needs. Thanks for watching this video, and do not forget to subscribe to my channel.